Ask the man who owns one. This was Packard's famous slogan. Once considered one of the largest and most luxurious automobile producers in America, the Packard Company was founded on November 6 of 1899, and in the 1950s it would eventually merge with Studebaker. But Packard would end up closing its doors, and some of the last quote-unquote true Packards were produced in June and July of 1956, the same year as this car right here. This is one of the last Packards to be produced, a 1956 Packard Clipper, one of the final chapters of the Packard Motor Company. The Packard Clipper was a standalone make of automobile produced by the Studebaker Packard Corporation. Though the Clippers were produced off and on through the 40s and 50s, the 1956 Clipper was the only time the car was able to stand alone as its own brand. These cars were considered the bread and butter of the company during the mid-50s. They were a bit of an experiment for the Packard Company. The Clippers were aimed at reaching a new mainstream audience. They were named after a Clipper sailing vessel, and they sport a unique ship wheel logo as its emblem. They sold for somewhere between $2,500 and $3,000, and there were less than 5,200 Clippers produced in 1956.
All the trunk space.
They came with a 352 cubic inch V8 engine, 3-speed push-button Ultramatic transmission with a control pod. Look at this. It has a push-button Ultramatic transmission control pod in 1956. How cool is that? It appears they came in 18 different colors. This one looks like it may have been Naples orange or Tangier red and Corsican black. Originally, the Packard name was not on these vehicles, but when they didn't sell well, a small Packard script emblem was placed on the vehicles. The emblems were also supplied to dealers who could place them on the Clippers that were not selling well in their lots in the hopes that the Packard name would help sell them. But unfortunately, these cars did not turn a profit, and because Packard was already in financial troubles, the company was unable to continue, and in late July of 1956, some of the last Packards and Clippers rolled out of the Conner Avenue factory in Detroit, Michigan. After the closure of the Packard Detroit factory, the Clipper mark was discontinued, though the Clipper name was still used on the 1957 makes that were made in Indiana. Packard continued to produce vehicles in South Bend, Indiana until 1958. But of course, that is only part of the story, because this car used to belong to somebody.
Look how shiny that spot used to be, even all these years later. Look at that. Look at this. Give a little spit shine just with my hand. Look at that. Still shine that bad boy up. Look at the black and the white and the inside. How cool would this have been back in the day? Look at this thing. The paint job, the black and probably like a red, orangish paint job. Amazing. Got gas. The gas tank. Just a simple pipe. Get it going. Get the gas in there. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. There it is.
Thanks for watching this episode of Matt's Rad Show.